Social sexual hierarchy is a system of ranking and grouping males into male archetypes. There are 6 different personalities according to this hierarchy. These are alphas, sigmas, betas, deltas, gammas, and omegas. Sigmas and alphas are almost similar, but there are a few traits that set them apart. The alpha male leads the hierarchy, but the sigma male prefers not to be part of it. They are as powerful as the alpha male but do not want to belong to the hierarchy of dominance. They don't abide by the rules of the system and walk more on a solitary path. Watch till the end as we unveil the reasons why sigma males live outside the system. 1. They don't want to be bound by the constructs of society. The sigma males do not try to live up to the expectations of people and will not abide by the rules of society because they see them as unnecessary pressures. They believe you have peace of mind when you don't have people to please. You can live life on your terms, do whatever you want, and decide how you want to spend your resources, while also having your plans and goals. They have no incentive to appease anyone's opinion. 2. They cherish their alone time. Sigma males are often called lone wolves or wanderers. They enjoy their alone time. It is non-negotiable and sacred to them. They dislike social interaction. They are introverts by nature, and being alone gives them the energy to be able to focus on themselves. They would rather give up companionship just to achieve their goals. They believe they are capable of achieving professional and personal success without socializing. The sigma male prefers to spend time alone with his thoughts. He appreciates it as it gives him time to reflect, think, and listen to his intuition. When he is alone, he can reflect on his life, focus on and think about his goals, and also make better choices for his future. To him, the presence of others will interrupt this flow of energy and disrupt his natural flow of productive energy. He isn't antisocial but derives happiness from staying alone. Being alone doesn't lead to depression, rather it makes him comfortable and satisfied. It also gives him time to strategize on how to become more successful, while also contemplating the meaning of life. They can also have fun without company, which is why the sigma male is never lonely. His mind is his constant companion. 3. They see themselves as self-sufficient. Sigma males believe they can fulfill their lives the way they decide to. They don't need any traditional parameters to dictate their lives. They also do not trust other people because they see them as unreliable, so they prefer to be self-reliant. They provide everything they need for themselves, arm themselves with tools to achieve their goals and dreams, and don't need anyone to cheer them on. The sigma male hates depending on anyone for anything, and he is part of a small social circle. He does not depend on his social circles such as family, friends, colleagues, or a romantic partner. He also doesn't strive for recognition, nor does he love the spotlight or being admired by others. Unlike the alpha male, who needs the validation of society and the need to feel accomplished to prove to everyone that he is the alpha, for the sigma male, if there is no pack, he is still the same sigma. He will never depend on others to fulfill his role in the hierarchy. He has more than one source of income in case his current one is compromised. 4. Freedom. Freedom gives you the power to live a life of your choosing. The sigma male likes freedom and is unapologetic about it. The way they enjoy freedom is not by being tied down by societal rules. Rules and regulations make you handicapped, but releasing yourself from the system frees them from the burden of thinking about what the world wants from them or thinks about them. They want to live a life free from the expectations of society and the people around them. The sigma male does not care about gaining favor with other people or conforming to societal norms. They aren't scared of challenging the status quo because they are not constrained by the expectations of the norms of conventional society. Sigma males may also find freedom in their ability to fend for themselves. 5. He doesn't believe in social hierarchy. The sigma male does not believe in social hierarchies but rather chooses to dance to the beat of his drum. Even though he shuns the social hierarchy, he still succeeds without it. He doesn't care about fitting in and does things others won't dare to. This makes it easy for him to live outside the system. 6. Independence. They have a strong sense of individualism. This sense of individualism may make them appear selfish or unwilling to compromise. They prefer to work independently and won't be willing to function within accepted societal hierarchies and norms. They are attracted to lifestyles that give them freedom of choice, even though others might see them as nonconformists or rebels. They are confident in their abilities and their judgment, even to the point of being unapproachable by others. The reason is that they have invested so much in themselves and trust their decisions. The sigma male also doesn't see the need to depend on others. Depending on others can be stressful, and it takes time and energy. He loves to do things himself, and this helps him avoid stressors. He believes in himself and prefers to fly solo. The Sigma male is neither dominant nor submissive. He makes the rules for his life. Even though he is independent, he still values help from friends and family, but does not rely on them to meet his needs. They can care for themselves efficiently. They also value people who understand them. 7. Social acceptance. Their sense of self-worth and respect does not stem from others' acceptance of them. They are unconcerned with how others see them, which makes them place little value on social recognition. He doesn't rely on acceptance or validation from others to feel content. He doesn't need social stimulation and isn't gratified by social acceptance. Rather, they rely on their own beliefs and values to define themselves. 8. He doesn't care about the social hierarchy. Sigma males do not care about what others in the hierarchy are doing and do not walk in the same direction as everyone else. Just because society says something is right does not mean they are going to do it. They deliberately break societal norms and place no value on external validation. They won't change direction to show they are competent, and will not do things to receive praise from others. To the Sigma male, just because everyone else is doing it doesn't make it right. 9. They prioritize themselves. Sigmas always put themselves before others. Their happiness and goals are always placed above everyone and everything else. People may call them selfish because of this, but it's not entirely true because they do care about their families and friends. It's just that they make themselves the priority. They are also likely to remove anyone that stands between them and their goals. 10. They hate authority. The Sigma male will never succumb to someone's authority, just because they have the power to punish them. They are resistant to authority and have a reputation for defying it. They do not follow the typical paths others expect them to follow. This isn't an act of defiance and rebellion for the Sigma male. They just aren't used to following authority to gain favor from people. You can't subdue a Sigma male. You will only push them away when you try to do so. They hated it when someone told them what to do or tried to coerce them into doing something. They would start a rebellion or walk away if such a thing happened. This way, they can break away from their self-reliant nature and will use defiance as a weapon against anyone who crosses them. They are not usually comfortable operating under an established authority system, especially if they see it as unfair or harsh. They usually clash with authority because they like to question everything and sometimes have controversial opinions on things that everyone else does or agrees on, but they will end up being right in the long run. This is because their opinions are always based on facts, not guesses. 11. They don't want attention. The Sigma male does not want attention. They neither like to be the center of attention nor enjoy the attention. This doesn't mean they are antisocial or do not have friends. They socialize, but they do this differently and do not follow the masses. Most of the time, they look to do their own thing, and the spotlight doesn't have to be on them all the time. Knowing why Sigma males live outside the system. It is time to know why Sigma males struggle with love. Click on the image and don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video.